103 years. That's how long the good Lord has kept me on this earth. Some mornings, I still wake up a little surprised. Not frightened, just grateful. Grateful that my eyes open, that my chest rises, that I'm still here for another day. At my age, every morning feels like a quiet gift.
I've lived through the Great Depression. I watched televisions go from black and white boxes in the living room to thin screens hanging on walls. I've seen people stop asking their elders for advice and start asking little machines instead. And in all that time, I've watched one thing slowly get worse year after year. The way folks eat. My name is Eleanor Rose, and every doctor who ever wagged a finger at me about cholesterol is gone now. Every single one of them. They came and went just like trends do. They used to sit across from me with their shiny titles and framed diplomas, speaking quickly, sounding so sure of themselves. They told me what foods to fear, what foods to cut out, what foods would surely shorten my life. They meant well, I suppose, but half of what they said was nonsense. Sponsored nonsense. Someone, somewhere, trying to sell you dinner in a box. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to tell you what kept me alive. Not the kind of truth you hear in commercials. The kind your grandmother whispered while stirring a pot on the stove. It's not magic powders. It's not expensive plans or trendy diets. It's food that comes from the earth, food God gave us. And there are 7 foods I've eaten my whole life. 7 foods that are the reason I'm still sitting here today, still breathing, still remembering, still talking to you. Now the first one, this one always starts an argument. Coffee. Yes, dear, a strong cup of black coffee. I've had one every morning since I was about 17 years old, back when I was growing up in rural Kentucky, before life became so rushed and complicated. They said it would ruin my heart, make me anxious, shave years off my life. But what really ruins your heart is worrying about every little thing you're told to fear. That kind of worry eats you from the inside out. Coffee wakes your mind. It gently tells your body it's time to live another day. It's full of those antioxidants they like to talk about now. And if God didn't want us to drink it, He wouldn't have made it smell so comforting and familiar. Just keep it black. The sugar and chemical creamers are where the trouble starts. Second is berries, nature's little jewels. Blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, whatever you can find. When I was a girl, we picked them ourselves. We came home with purple fingers and full buckets, laughing all the way back to the house. These days, I buy them at the store, but I still eat a handful every single day. They're sweet without tearing you apart from the inside, full of color. And like my mama always said, the deeper the color, the stronger the medicine. They calm inflammation. They slow down the wearing out that comes with time. Number 3 comes from the water. Fatty fish. Salmon, sardines, mackerel, the oily kind. We didn't have fancy fish growing up, but we always had sardines. Ate them straight from the tin. My husband used to laugh and call it poor food. I used to smile and let him talk. That fish fed my brain. Your mind is made of fat, and it needs good, clean fat to stay sharp. That oil keeps the rust out of your thoughts. It keeps the sadness from settling in too deep. They warn you about mercury, but I worried more about forgetting the faces of the people I loved. Number 4 is eggs, the whole egg, yolk included. For decades, they scared people away from one of the most perfect foods ever made. They said the yolk would clog your heart. But that yolk is where the goodness lives, Food for your brain, food for your eyes, food for life itself. I still eat 2 most mornings, simple, and my heart is still doing its job just fine. Number 5 is red meat. This one makes people nervous. Good red meat, from animals that lived under the sun and ate what they were meant to eat. Your body needs strength. It needs iron. It needs B12. You don't feel weak because you're old. You feel weak because you've been afraid of real food. A cow is just grass and sunlight turned into nourishment. It's not complicated. Number 6 is fermented foods. We didn't call them that back then. We called them pickles, sauerkraut, buttermilk. Food that's alive. Your gut is a garden, and a garden needs good soil. These foods keep balance inside you. They help everything work the way it should. A peaceful stomach makes for a peaceful life. And finally, number 7, my little secret, raw cacao. Not candy, not sweet, the real stuff, bitter and honest. I stir a little into my coffee every morning. It wakes something up inside you. It reminds your body how to make energy again. At my age, that little spark matters more than people realize. So there you have it. Coffee, berries, fatty fish, eggs, red meat, fermented foods, cacao. But listen to me closely now, because this part matters more than any food on that list. Food is fuel, but it's not the engine. The engine is your spirit. You need something to wake up for, someone to love, something to believe in. You can eat perfectly and still wither away if your heart is full of bitterness. So you forgive when you can. You laugh even when it hurts. You sit quietly and watch the light fade at the end of the day. You thank God for one more sunrise. Do that and eat your eggs, and you might just stay a while longer.
Now, if you'll excuse me, it's about time for my coffee.